there anything that a young professional who's interested and excited about getting into this aspect of the field should know?
If you're starting out, especially if you're going to work with a lot of maybe lower level or even amateur guys, don't expect to make a lot of money because they're as broke as you are or we are. So one thing that I did early on with when I was kind of branching off more into the MMA strength training field and working with some of these guys, I'd work out deals where I could use them for promotional videos on YouTube or get my logo on their shorts or on their banner, things like that. Those are just some things that I did. I always say education. When anyone asks about whether it's MMA strength and conditioning or just fitness in general, personal training, education is first and foremost. Get out there and read, attend workshops, get education, get certified. And these are all things that I did. I reached out to colleagues that I know that were already doing these sort of things and getting their books and their DVDs. I've attended some workshops. I got the MMA CA certification through Nesta. So all those things have helped me. And then for me personally, it's getting my feet wet, if you will, and it's just getting out there. I like to get my hands on it. And for other people, maybe that's an internship, just going to volunteer. I've got people reaching out to me all the time that just want to come and shadow a session, and I'll get them involved and have them help out in some sort of way. So I think it helps keep me on my toes, and I think it's a great experience for them, especially if we're working with some UFC guys that they get to participate and help a UFC athlete get better and get them ready for a fight. So these are things that I do. But strength and conditioning for MMA, it's still, in the grand scheme, it's still relatively new, in terms of the strength work for a particular sport. So just because it's the way that I do it doesn't mean it's the best by any means. It's just the means that I've had success with using these principles.
If someone had a question about anything we were discussing on the podcast here, or maybe even want to sit in on a training session and actually see you go to work and get a little bit of a glimpse and being a shadow on the wall kind of thing, how would they go about that? I mean, what things do you have going on that maybe people can really get involved with to learn more about just the aspect of the field that you work with on a daily basis?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm pretty active in the social media field, so I've got the Facebook like everybody else in the world, and Twitter and YouTube. Website is dbstrength.com. It's dbstrength.com, and I'm pretty active as far as putting posts and blogging on there. So that's somewhere, an avenue where people can get in touch with me. Things that I'm working on, I've got a DVD that I'm actually, ironically, finishing up filming tomorrow, so hope to have that out before the end of the year. With editing and all that, it's going to take another couple months, but should have that up before the end of the year, as well as an ebook that I'm working on just on this topic, on strength and conditioning for combat athletes. It's going to be a whole 8-week program that I'm going to lay out, and that ebook should be available up on the site by the end of the year as well. A little bit closer is I just announced a workshop on this topic as well, conditioning for combat athletes, that I'm going to be offering on October 6th. That's going to be here in San Diego, or specifically Chula Vista, so just south of San Diego. And it's going to be at Alliance Training Center, and that's the fight team that I work with down there, and they've just produced a bunch of studs with Dominic Cruz and Phil Davis and Alexander Gustafsson, Ross Pearson, Brandon Vera, and the list goes on and on. So I'll be down there, like I said, October 6th, doing a workshop. So if anyone's in the area, I'd love to have you come on out and check that. But and like you had mentioned, as far as shadowing or things like that, anyone can definitely hit me up on any of those, Facebook, Twitter, my website, connect with me, and we can definitely set something up.